the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wildcard Weekend. It's the Seahawks and the Giants, and it's all up next.
It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Today, it's the second of 3 games here on Wildcard Sunday, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the New York Giants. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. Intensity level will be off the charts.
Second of 3 games here on this Sunday. We continue with Super Wildcard Weekend here on EA Sports. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
And as we continually...
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley to about the 35, second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And he's caught. He's got the first down and more. Down to the 10. Touchdown! Giants! Darius Slayton, 62 yards. And the Giants will strike first here in this wild card matchup.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
And he was absolutely sensational throwing the football all year long, better than 40 touchdown passes. That means he made good decisions, and his team trusted him with the ball. So I can't imagine a scenario in this game where they changed their philosophy. If they trusted him in the regular season, they're going to trust him now and let him turn it loose.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop it behind the line again. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Back to throw. Patterson. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. But back deep for the Giants is Dory Jackson. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded at about the 28. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The New York set to take the field. And you know, Charles, it's been a terrific season for them. They couldn't quite get that #1 seed and the associated bye that goes with it, but nevertheless, they've got to be one of the favorites here to win it all.
They do because of the season that they've had, the position that they're in, and we know under the old playoff system, they would have this game off. This weekend would not be one that they would play, but nevertheless, maybe it's a good thing. Sometimes you carry that momentum from the season all the way through the playoffs. If you get that open week, sometimes you lose it a little bit. So I think that's what's going to be their mindset. Someone sharp in this game. He had a touchdown pass on the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming out.
Yeah, I was really impressed with our last practice we saw. When they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations, Yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Seahawks 28-yard line.
Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22.
He had to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Out route pass complete to Bellinger. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 16-yard line.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
3rd and 1.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this 1st quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. Back to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to...
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, he didn't find the end zone a whole lot in his rookie campaign, but he's got himself a touchdown here in the playoffs.
And we know the guys on the other side of the field were hoping that he would be intimidated by playing in the postseason, but they can just let that go because he's as confident as they come. And I know that he believes that that's the first of many playoff touchdowns that he's going to have as his career progresses.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And that'll make the score 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Patterson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch, doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 to score. This is the NFL as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. With it is Jackson. A solid stiff arm. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And New York set to take the field. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Again, it's Barkley. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
At the 42-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 up to 15. A very solid gain of 27. And defensively they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6. At the 11-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Solid running there. And CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he is in! Touchdown, Giants! A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And you know, listen, there's 2 ways to get the number 7 seed. You can back into it, or you can charge your way into it and seize it. But ultimately, once you're here, you can throw that out the window. You've got to come to play.
Yeah, you just think of that phrase, any given Sunday or Saturday as the case may be. And even though this is a 2 versus 7 matchup, don't think for 1 second that this game's going to be a pushover. Anything can happen once the playoffs begin.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Patterson returning right back to Lockett. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's Walker.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Seahawks.
On 1st and 10, Patterson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
New York set to take the field.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
2nd and 10.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And there he goes, right side. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
And New York set to take the field. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat for the first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. That ball caught by Campbell. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They go play action here on first down.
Back to the same target, Campbell.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take-that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Now a throw here, hauled in. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. They'll look to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
41-yard attempt.
Gano's kick is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
This taken in right around the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And out now come the Seahawks. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Straight ahead, Walker. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Darius Slayton and the rest of this offense about to begin their next drive. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but a shredded defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Back to throw here. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Murray. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wildcard matchup as we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. The Panthers knew a victory was necessary to have any shot, and they got it, as they'll finish the regular season at 10-7.
much fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC Wildcard bout. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Patterson. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
The lessons will continue for this rookie. He's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Operating from the gun. Patterson. Short pass caught by Henry. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now the throw on 3rd down. Knocked away and incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one is Slayton over the middle. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
At the 25-yard line.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. 3rd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. Now it's Lockett. Shreds him with a stiff arm. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Now the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Patterson. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
On 3rd down, Patterson. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The New York set to take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
2 yards to go, second down.
Second and 2.
On play action, they'll throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They're just going to run a drive route here with their tight end. Let him get upfield about 10 yards and then move toward the middle of the field. This ball's right on target, and it results in a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he slings one that's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Operating from the gun, Patterson. He finds Smith-Njigba. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. This 2nd and 4.
A gain of 11 brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Patterson. That's complete to DK Metcalf.
And Metcalf going to have the Seahawks first down as he'll get this across the 50 to the 49.
First down, Seahawks.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
This one goes underneath to Walker.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
Off the play fake. Patterson. That is caught. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 19.
So a nice throw right there. And this, we all know, a big test for this young man at quarterback. He guided his team into the playoffs as a wild card. Now here he is on the road looking to get his guys to the 2nd round. It's certainly a tough task no matter how you slice it.
Oh, I absolutely agree 100%. And while no one around the franchise is going to, co-sign on what I'm about to say, because all they're focused on is winning this game. But let's face it, partner, no matter what happens in this one, they've got their quarterback to build their roster around for the future. That's got to feel good for everyone associated with this team.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Again, he'll drop to throw. This is caught, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw again. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a game of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Seahawks 29-yard line.
Barkley inside handoff. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
55 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead,
They can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. Thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back in the 24. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. So out on the field now, Graham Gano in a big spot. He connected on his first, this from 41. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout, though, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Holding, receiving team.
The holding penalty and negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20. Off play action. Patterson finding Henry here on the crossing route. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Patterson. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Back to throw. Patterson. This complete to Lockett. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll go to Barkley again. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know
Just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was up.
Taking it right down Broadway. Still going inside the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 75 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
Jason Myers for the extra point.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And not much running room. Down to the 32.
3rd and 4.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
It's Barkley on the counter, and he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll set up to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a New York first down, and the Giants are going to win the football game.
The Giants season will continue at least another week as we say so long, everybody.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from MetLife Stadium.